Well, it's Easter Sunday, and this year, Easter is looking very different for all of us. Normally, many people would be making the most of the long weekend, either going away camping or at the beach. Usually there would be barbecues and beers as we celebrate Easter around the country and around the world. Normally, my family and I will be attending church as we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Whether or not you have a faith and whether you believe in the original story of Easter, I invite you to take a moment to consider the symbolism that that story holds. Ultimately, it's a story about hope, and hope is something that we all need if we're going to navigate adversity and endure this crisis. Jesus was a leader. He had a group of followers, his disciples, and they were his team. Business was booming for them. Jesus was preaching and teaching, and thousands were turning out to hear him and have their lives changed. You might consider him the Tony Robbins of the Roman Empire. Then suddenly he is betrayed and crucified. Now for his team, this is a pretty dark time. Overnight they've lost their jobs and their livelihood. They've lost their leader and their friend. Yet 3 days later, Jesus rises from the dead, commissioning and inspiring them to go forth and preach to all the world. The result is that they start a new venture, which turns into the most influential organization in history, the Christian church. Many of us right now, in the midst of Covid-19, are feeling like the disciples must have felt after the crucifixion. Lost, defeated, grieving, with an uncertain future. And yet it was on the other side of that time that they received a new sense of purpose, a new sense of inspiration, and a new life that led them to achieve more than they ever had before. When you look at the Easter story, it really is a story of hope. It encourages us to hope for a better future. You know, Covid-19, it will not last forever. This too shall pass, and it is my hope that on the other side of this, life will be better for all of us. That you will be a stronger leader, that you will have better, more resilient teams, that your businesses will be more profitable, that your organizations will be more successful than ever before. It is my hope that in this season, as you hold on to hope, that you'll receive a new sense of purpose, a new inspiration and energy that will allow you to make the most of new opportunities, that will see new ventures and new life in your world. There is an ancient proverb that says, "Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a dream fulfilled is a tree of life." I want to encourage you during this time, don't lose hope. Don't let your heart or your head get sick, but hold on to hope. Hold on to your dreams so that when they are fulfilled, you will have a new lease on life. Jesus was called the hope of the world. And in a time when the world is struggling, I can think of no better place to turn to for hope than his story, the Easter story. So if you are looking for a little bit of hope, encouragement, and inspiration this weekend, I want to encourage you to go to the bookshelf and dust off that old Bible, or find an online Bible and turn to the New Testament and pick one of the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. Read the Easter story. It'll do your soul a world of good. Hey, we have more COVID comms coming up throughout the week to support you, to help you navigate, survive, and thrive during this season. So stay tuned. And as always, lead well.